And while the film was going on, my husband and my daughter turned to me and went, "You're really good. This is really scary." And I'm like, but I mean, I didn't even recognize myself in the film.
Wow.
Like I saw the dailies and stuff, and I did not, and I just love that when you like, it's like Sophie's Choice. Like
Right.
you watch her and you see that's not you, that's
Right.
another person.
Well, that brings up another question.
Yeah.
Before we, and I gotta get better off that because my friends in New Jersey.
I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah.
No, no. And then we might have a last trick, or are you out of tricks?
Oh, grand finale? I'm never out of trick.
Okay, yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. I'm on the understanding that you auditioned for the film Amadeus.
Yes, I did. Oh boy, I
The
not only
Academy Award-winning film Amadeus.
and here's a beautiful fact. Okay, so Elizabeth Berridge, she and I auditioned for the girl who was an Amadeus.
Right.
She and I auditioned for Amityville, and I got that. And then we both auditioned for Amadeus. It was down the two of us again, and she gets Amadeus. So it's good, you know.
She got Amadeus, and you got Amityville Horror too.
Right. Yes, I know. It's not a perfect role.
But they said because you were too pretty.
Well, that's what Elizabeth said, which was very kind of her to say that. I mean, it did come down essentially to looks. At least the director said. The way I found out was, I mean, we were flown to Prague. They were shooting the film
Right.
They were in the middle of shooting, and they brought us in to take the role. Originally, the role was for Meg Tilly. Meg Tilly was originally supposed to be the part, and she broke her leg, and then we came in to replace her, and it was we screen tested with every scene in the film, and we screen tested, and then they couldn't make up their mind again, and we did the whole thing again, and in the end, Milos turns to me, the director, and says, "Diane, I have to give the part to Elizabeth, because of the look. She looks like the part." And I was like, okay. And just as long as she does a great job, it's like, if it's your vision of the film, that's all that matters.
Now, if you got that part,
I would never have done Better Off Dead. And I'll tell you something. I'm glad I did Better Off Dead.
There you go.
I mean, so I do think things happen, and I would never have met my husband.
But would you have been?
Never had my kids.
You would have probably gone more dramatic, maybe stuck with acting.
No, it would have been, if you go Amadeus. I mean, that is a whole, like, it's A-list, like. It would have been a whole different world.
Right.
I really do think that, you know, it would have made me more, you know, exclusionary, more, once you start doing that A-list thing.
I was in Amadeus.
It's a different life.
Right.
You know, and I think things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
And for me now, my life has been tremendous.
Yeah. You got Better Off Dead.
Yeah. And what a great role model that character is.
It really is.
It was just amazing.
That's and it's actually the first manic pixie dream girl.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, I think that character is.
I mean it seems like on all the movies now, is that woman that just fixes the man and the whole thing, and that's what it was.
Right.
It's funny because I was watching the movie.
I never even thought of that way. Yeah.
It's true, yeah, because that term came out like 10 years ago. But you were the manic pixie dream girl in the 80s.
I was. See, there you go.
There's you could speak better than him.
Yeah.
You could do
This movie came out before Breakfast Club.
I think about the same time.
85.
No,
I think Breakfast Club came first.
And this is what I was going to ask you too. Did you ever audition for John Hughes?
Yes, I did. And I auditioned for 16 Candles.
For Molly Ringwald's part?
Yeah, I think so, Molly Ringwald's part. Yeah. Isn't that funny? I auditioned for The Karate Kid, and it was between Elizabeth Shue and I and one other girl. We were in screen tests, yeah. Yeah, it was really, it's like
because I can see you like in the Breakfast Club or something.
Yeah, I
auditioned for, I never got Breakfast Club. I don't know. I mean, maybe they just by
I
that
could
time
see you in
knew.
Molly Ringwald's part, but I guess she was already juiced in with
By
John.
then, yeah, she was with John. And you know, like directors, they identify with people, and that's their, so they wind up, you know, bringing them back, which is a great thing. Like, it's kind of their voice. But I also auditioned, was one of the early auditions for Flashdance.
No way! Just if you got that, forget about it.
I know, right? Flashdance.
And you were a dancer.
And I was a dancer and curly hair.
What a feeling.
But I'll tell you something, and this is part of what my book was. I had that curly hair, but the curly hair introduced ethnicity into the 80s.
Right.
There was, ethnicity was not like different ethnicities wasn't happening in the 70s really. It was, you would have that person in there, but they weren't a lead, they weren't
Right.
like the main character. Jennifer Beal was the lead,
Right.
and she had sort of an ethnic look,
Mhm.
and it was like, but you fell in love with her too,
Yes.
like her character. So, and then it's just interesting. Like, so I look at it and go that, you know, sometimes what's in culture opens up the door. Films open up the door for people to get opportunity,
Right.
you know? And I think that's great. It's just great.
So Better Off Dead. We got to talk about it.
All right. So we
All right. So people actually thought you were French.
and I'm very happy that they did because I love the French accent, and I love playing someone who's French. And I remember I was able to talk like this because I had just done a film before where I played a French girl. So when I met Mr.
Savage Steve Holland.
I walked into the audition and I talked like this, and he's like, you know, he wanted me to go for the part of Beth. I mean, one of the roles he considered.
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
like, no, I am Monique. You must let me read for Monique.
The girl breaks the guy's heart and he becomes suicidal.
Right.
It's a movie about a guy attempting suicide a few
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
And lucky he meets you, or else he'd probably be dead now.
Right? Do you see?
I mean, that's the ultimate manic pixie dream
Oh,
girl.
right. It is. It is. It's true. And you know what? That still
They're not
happens.
remaking that one, I'll tell you that.
I know, yeah, right?
Oh, especially today with all the.
Yeah.
I know, right? Wow.
Yeah, there's some millennial now jumping off a bridge, or so, you know.
Oh, you know what they would do? No, I was just talking to somebody about this. If they did it, it would be switched. The girl would be trying to kill herself, and the guy would be the one
Yes.
who would help her.
Yes, they have some French
And
guy.
he could be like Metro or something.
Yeah.
He would,
Yeah.
you know, it wouldn't be like macho, but he would be. Kind
You're
of,
right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It wouldn't work.
Metro, I haven't heard that in a long
Right,
time.
right. I know. Is that
I'm
almost?
totally-
looking at you, why would you hear it?
Totally identified with that.
You are not Metro, Michael Lyle, I will tell you that. But
Go for it.
but yeah, so Better Off Dead. Now he's doing the thing, but I want to. So Cusack was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
and
wonderful.
you guys were
Loved him.
flirty with each other a little bit.
I mean, he's adorable.
Yeah.
He was just, we had the best time. He was very shy and very sweet. He's just.
This is his first lead, I think, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But you guys have been in a TV
No,
movie.
no,
You guys have been in a TV movie together.
John Cusack did say anything before, and so he was a lead before.
That was before Better
yeah,
Off Dead.
I
Really?
think so.
I-
Yeah, I think.
But weren't you guys in a TV movie before, so you guys knew each other?
No, that was the first time we worked
I
together.
thought you, man, I did a lot of research. I guess I did too much research.
Yeah, I don't know.
Curtis Armstrong is in that. I think that guy's great.
Curtis is brilliant. Curtis is hilarious and just.
And
I
it-
mean,
and
all
it-
that stuff with the pig and like he created all that. I
The,
mean,
the scene where they laugh at him and he starts laughing back at them is the funniest, one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I don't even know if that was in the script. I think that was just Curtis. Like I mean, or the snorting Jello.
Oh, the Sonic Jello is great.
Kids today now.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
why
Right.
didn't he become like Steve Buscemi? He's got the talent. It just
I don't know. You know, he works in everything. I
It's all
think
about Tide Pods.
Yeah.
he works. I think he's one of the most working actor I've ever like.
Right,
his
he's always in
just-
something, yeah.
His credits are unbelievable.
right.
So.
So and you didn't do your own skiing, I'm assuming.
I skied a little bit, but not the backward skiing and all that. So, and at that time, you know, they didn't want actors to do stunts,
Right.
or they didn't really want because it was liability. If you hurt yourself, well, look at what happened in Amadeus.
Yeah,
Jennifer
it-
Tilly hurt herself, and not Jennifer, Meg Tilly.
Meg Tilly.
And then, you know, they were stuck.
Right,
So.
and not to mention Sonny Bono, but we won't go there. But I know Michael's chomping at the bit to do one final trick, but before
Yeah.
Okay, then.
before he does, I was going to say, now when Better Off Dead hit, and it was not a huge hit, but it was a pretty decent hit.
Mhm.
I mean, did you get a lot of offers? Were you really hot at the time?
Oh no, because Better Off Dead it didn't really hit in the theaters.
Right, it was a video.
It didn't hit in the theaters, and because nobody kind of really sort of got it, so it hit in VHS with college students.
Right.
Once people were starting to rent things, everybody told their college friend, you gotta watch this movie. It's hilarious. And so, I mean, it's interesting, like, before the VHS generation
Right.
of life, and so you get like reviewers, and they'd review a film, and basically they'd have the responsibility to say, do you watch Better Off Dead or do you